Hi, I'm Gary, welcome to my channel and welcome back if you've been here before. Today Airfix announced they're to market a paint mask set for their 1/48 scale Westland Lysander kit. The set has been developed and manufactured by decal giant Cartograph, although it's not a company well known for making paint masks. It could be that the collaboration enables Cartograph to enter the market that's already dominated by the likes of Eduard and Montex. The Airfix set comprises all the masks you need for the exterior of every frame option on the kit, and there are a lot of them, as well as masks for the ballast windows at the back and for the tail wheel. Airfix has chosen to use paper rather than plastic film, and the pieces are pre-cut and numbered. In this, I suppose Airfix has the advantage of access to the designer's CAD files to get the shapes absolutely correct, although there's a hint of insufficient coverage on the example used in the marketing shots, which we may put down to user error. Of course, other aftermarket sets are available from the big names and by small independents such as CT scale models. Interestingly, bigger names often have the option to buy interior as well as exterior masks, and the independents tend to have more comprehensive sets covering things like landing lights, propeller tips, main wheels and even gun sight glass, often for a slightly lower cost. So is this a new direction for Airfix? Remember, there's already been a tie-in over the extra parts for the recent 1/24 scale Spitfire Flying Dray, where Eduard provided a paint mask set, as well as cast resin extras like the beer barrels and bomb racks, and even a fuselage slipper tank. Now, I asked Dale Luckhurst, the head of brand for Airfix, about the new release and the directions it may be signalling for the future. Dale says that although they're not planning for mask sets for every future product, they will look at factors such as the complexity of the clear parts and the expected sales volume in determining whether or not to develop a mask set. This is irrespective of scale, so just in case they made a 1/72 scale bomber such as the Halifax in future, they could benefit from a mask. He even mentioned the possibility of masking some paint schemes in the future. As for Cartograph, Dale points to the long-standing relationship they have for the supply of arguably the best decals in the market, and that indeed this is a new product for them as well as for Airfix. To be honest, it's a good opportunity at relatively low risk for Cartograph to test the water as well. It enables Airfix to keep their supply chain within known boundaries. The sets are sent to India just as the decals are for final packaging of the kits. Looking at the future for aftermarket parts, the experience with the Flying Dray he describes as a toe in the water. Again, future kits will be assessed with an eye to potential sales volume to see if adding resin extras makes sense, whether this is in cast resin or 3D printed. Finally, Dale didn't rule out the possibility of an extra expert set being available for some future kit releases, incorporating aftermarket parts, but then he rarely rules out anything. Interestingly, I do recall a conversation a couple of years back when one of the reasons for not routinely including photo etch parts was that it would raise the minimum age suggestion on the kits from 8+ to 14+, but maybe the use of aftermarket and specifically branded expert kits would get around this from a marketing point of view. And if I do learn anything more about this, I will pass it on. Do let me know what you think about this move in the comments below. Thanks very much for watching today, and goodbye.